So, Canmore ranked number 2 in Alberta on the Globe and Mail's 2023 Most Livable Cities in Canada list this year. We're going to break down those numbers after we get to the Canmore real estate market numbers for 2023, and November is over. We are at the end of the month. The numbers are in. Let's get into it. So how did we do in November? Well, overall in 2023 for November, we had 34 sales at an average price of $1.17 million. The average square foot price was $818 per square foot, and properties were on the market in November for about 43 days. How does that compare to November of 2022? Well, we actually had 2 more sales this month over November 2022. Sales price is up. Last year in November, we had an average sale price of $827,000. The average square foot price last year was $563 per square foot, so a huge gain in average square foot month over month, year over year. 818 square feet, as I said, for this year. And days on market last year was 73. So again, properties have come down in days on market to 43. So a drop of almost a month on average days on market for November to November. Doesn't really speak to the whole market and what's happening in Canmore. So let's get into that and break it down by segment. So single family homes for the month of November, we had 4 sales. The average sale price was $1.2 million. Or $631 per square foot, and they were on the market on average for about 39 days. So single family homes actually selling fairly quickly in November. Half duplexes, we had 7 sales. The average price of a half duplex in Canmore this month was a whopping $2.68 million, or $881 per square foot, and they were on the market on average for about 56 days. That number is definitely skewed. We had some large pre-construction duplexes that sold in Silvertip this last month for close to $3 million, or just over $3 million. So that's bringing that average price point up for sure. Townhomes was a slow month this month for November. We only had 2 townhome sales in the whole of the month. It was certainly a market segment that we didn't really see any activity in from buyers this month. And the average price point for townhomes was $824,000, $682 a square foot, and they were on the market. The 2 that sold fairly quickly in an average of about 27 days. Apartments, good sales in apartments. We had 7 apartment sales on average, selling for about $730,000, and that's $644 per square foot, and they were on the market for about 47 days in total. Hotel condos, again, another good month for hotel condos. They are still very attractive to buyers for people coming into Canmore. 13 sales in total, on average $679,000 per unit. The average square foot price was $945 per square foot. So again, high square foot price for these hotel condos. They were on the market on average for about 44 days. And then tourist homes, we only had 1 tourist home sell in the month of November. It sold for $600,000 or $954 a square foot, and was on the market for 9 days. When we look at sales for October and November, we're getting into the end of that 3rd quarter by the end of this year. So how did October and November this year compare to October, November last year? Well, this year we have had 77 sales in the first 2 months of the final quarter. Last year we had 68 sales. So we're trending ahead of last year on sales volume right now for the first 2 months of the last quarter. The average price point in 2023 so far for October, November is $1,060,000 compared to $932,000 last year. Average square foot price right now, $750 per square foot compared to $622 per square foot for those same 2 months last year. And properties, average days on market, very similar. 59 days this year, 56 days last year. We are going to end the year certainly behind the total sales volume that we saw in 2022. So in 2022, by the end of November, we had 525 sales. Right now we're sitting at 462 sales. So we're down about 12% in sales volume. Pricing though is still up. Interesting to note though, for November, we're still seeing lots of price reductions. We saw 37 price reductions in the month of November. Again, more than we saw in October, and certainly more than we've seen in the last several years. And current activity or current active properties on the market right now, we have about 124 listings, and we're starting to see that listing the listings decline, so we're not seeing as many listings come on the market right now as we move into December, which is pretty typical for this market. The next time we'll start to see listings come on the market is typically the end of February, beginning of March. So, having said all that, how did Canmore rank in total for all the cities in Canada on the Globe and Mail's Canada's Most Livable Cities list? Let's take a look at that right now. If you want to see the full list of Canada's most livable cities, it's actually just in the link below here. Victoria came out as number 1. Sorry to spoil the anticipation of seeing the list. Calgary actually came in as number 8th overall, and it was the most livable city in Alberta. As I say, Canmore ranked 2nd in Alberta, and overall it came in 13th position. Now this is out of a total of 439 cities that got ranked by the Globe and Mail. So Canmore doing real well, certainly in the top 20. It broke the livability, or the Globe and Mail broke the livability down into 10 categories. So let's get into that just to see how Canmore fared. So as I say, overall we were 13th. When they looked at safety as a city, we were ranked 4th. Canmore is a very safe town to live in, no doubt about that at all. Housing affordability, we certainly struggle with housing affordability in Canmore, as everybody knows. So we ranked 269th in housing affordability in Canmore. Certainly the town is definitely starting to do something about that. We've got an area structure plan that is being reviewed right now by the town council that will add up to 1,300 affordable housing units in Canmore. So we're certainly making strides the right way to make Canmore more affordable for everybody that lives here. Our climate ranked number 9th. We are one of the actual sunniest places in Canada, if you can believe that. We have, although we have some very cold temperatures in Canmore, they are typically accompanied by bluebird skies and sun. So our climate is ranked number 9th overall. Transportation, we were ranked 124th, which is a little bit odd. We have free bus transportation for everybody in town to get you around town, and we have very affordable bus transportation that gets you to Banff as well. So I was a little surprised to see us ranked that low in transportation, because I think Canmore actually and the Bow Valley does a great job with their free transportation. Education, we were ranked 154th out of the 439. Access to healthcare, we were ranked 21st. A robust economy, however they measure that, we were ranked 28th. A broad demographic, again, they don't really say how they're ranking that, but we were ranked 54th. A vibrant community, whatever that means to people, we were ranked 123rd, which again is a bit surprising. I think Canmore is quite vibrant depending on what you're looking for. We've got a great arts and culture community, we've got great restaurants, great bars, and then obviously we've got all the mountain activities that have their own cultures within the mountain culture. And then access to amenities, we've got 43rd. What the Globe and Mail didn't rank was access to mountains, and I might be biased, but we are number 1 on that list. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate you watching and taking the time to learn about Canmore. If you've got any questions about the Canmore real estate market, my contact information is just below. Thanks for watching.